Hello and welcome to the Pxl Launch client portal. If you're watching this video, it means that you chose Pxl Launch and myself, Andrew, to help launch your brand to the next level. And I cannot emphasize how grateful I am, not only to do this project for you, but also just the chance to get to know more about you and what your dreams are for your branding to look like. I want to take a few minutes and just briefly go over what you're looking at on the screen right now. This is your project brief. It's got a few different exercises in here, and these are really important because there are some other pieces to it that you as the client are going to need to fill out in order for us to get the ball rolling as quickly as possible for your project. So we're just going to start off with the all about you section. It's got some questions here that you can answer, like tell me about your company or organization. And then once you're done answering these questions, you're just going to come over here and hit mark as done. This is going to let me as your designer know that this exercise is complete. Over here we got brand values. This is another space for you to come in and just kind of think through what your values of your company are. Once you answer these questions, go ahead and click on mark exercises done as well. We got your project logistics. This gets into the more of the design part of your project. The deliverables section here is something that I will fill out for you so you can know what to expect when your project is complete. These do's and don'ts is a space for us both to work on. So what you can do is, if you know any do's and don'ts off the top of your head, you can go ahead and put them in here. Maybe you don't like the color red, maybe you hate triangles, whatever it is that you don't like or you do like, you can fill that in right here so I can know that before we get started with your project. Here's your deadline. I'll put a rough estimated date of when I think that this project is going to be complete. We got a space for your budget and your quote. So whatever launch pack you chose or project you chose, maybe you chose the custom pack, and so you have business cards or different additional designs you need, that'll all show up in here. We got your logo specifications. This is where you can let me know where's your logo going to be used. What type of format do you want? Which file types do you need? Same thing for icon specifications, very similar when it comes to those questions as well. This is oftentimes my client's favorite part of the brief exercises because this is where you get to choose your colors and fonts. If you expand this right here, this is where you're going to be able to see a lot of different color schemes. Same thing with fonts. We don't necessarily have to use these specific fonts. You can select as many as you want, as many that you think you're gravitating towards, and it'll give me a good idea as we start designing. Fill out that section. These next two are oftentimes something that our clients like as well. The mood board is a great space for you to add images. If you're a Pinterest person, this is very similar to that, where you can drag pictures, links in that are going to give me an idea of the overall feel of your brand and your design. Lastly, inspiring brands. I really always appreciate it when a client lets me know, hey, I really like Nike. I like how clean it is. I like the coloring. It gives me a good idea of kind of the direction to go. So if there's any inspiring brands in your industry or your area that you like, add them here. I can check them out and we can explore creating some similar themes. Lastly, the anything else section is just a space for you to take notes. Hey, I just remembered something. Let me put this down so I remember in my next conversation with Andrew. This is a great space for that. And we are going to jump into our file section. So right here, files and links, we can click on that. This is where you're going to see all of your assets and materials for your branding. So as we're working through your project, you'll be able to see updates on, hey, what's my logo starting to look like? That'll be in a folder. And then obviously your final deliverables will all be in a folder as well, located here. There you have it. This is your client portal. I'm really excited to be working with you. Can't wait to get the ball rolling.